All right, hello, welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging and Friends. We're back tonight. We're playing more TIMEWATCH. I don't know if any of you caught this. I just dropped links in various Discords, and it showed up. I linked to the wrong Twitch channel. I linked to twitch.tv/lollygaggers, which exists and has a vastly different icon than we do. So I was very confused because Discord just updated and was trying to get me to go on a quest to collect orbs, and I don't want your fucking orbs, Discord. So I thought maybe it had something to do with that. That's where we're at. So
that's funny. I also did not want anything to do with the orbs. I was like, what is going on? Go away.
I understand why everything has to be gamified. Like, why does that
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Super annoying.
Yeah.
Anyhow. Don't know. And why is this one more thing I have to close down and say no thank you to?
Yeah.
We're currently in a stalemate with our television right now because we bought a Google TV a while back, and it sucks, and it's really slow. So it takes forever to load and shift your apps. But we also have an old Roku device that is way faster, works great, but the Google TV doesn't like it. So usually about halfway through when we're watching something, suddenly it breaks down. But it's really just the Google TV that's just I don't know. I feel like it's just doing it on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They don't want to be in the same room with each other. They broke up a while ago, and they don't want to hang out together.
Yeah, it's rough. Absolutely rough.
It's very petty.
It feels that way. I feel like they do it intentionally. I really do. But I guess I don't have the proof to that. But it certainly seems like it's like that. Anyhow.
Yeah.
All right. How we doing? We ready to go?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yep.
We good? Let's dive right in. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think we're going to assassinate a pope tonight, and I don't think are we allowed to say that? Like a fictional pope?
A fictional pope, yes.
Cyber.
Oh, I didn't know it was fictional.
Does that change things?
It's fictional. I don't want Twitch to get mad at us. All right. So I got to remember to start doing these summaries again. I totally forgot. All right. So we are in currently, you all are on the moon. So we traveled back into the 70s when it looked like the Berlin Wall was coming down too soon. There was a Apollo 20 mission that didn't exist. There was a station, there was a lunar station where we had astronauts up there. Something didn't really make sense. You guys tracked it down. You learned that it was Apollo 11. Something went weird with Apollo 11. So you went to Grissom Station, and you discovered that it was a filming location, Stanley Kubrick's mansion estate. And then you decided to go to the moon. And so once you went to the moon, after tracking and watching the Apollo 11 mission actually take off and all that kind of such, you were on the moon in your suits, looking up in the dark sky, and you saw a purple beam blow the Eagle lunar module thingy up, and poor Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong were obliterated. You guys tracked down that beam. You found this crater where there was a Gothic cathedral that was hidden in this crater. You looked around a bit. Isra Syra took one of their fighters for a joyride. Muck and Jimmy crawled through some shit chutes and made it inside. Tommy, he made a rail gun, and then Sun Tzu and Tommy teleported in. Eventually, Isra and Syra tried to go in the long way, got into a little bit of a scuffle outside with one of the guards, took them out. They started floating away, sort of, but then you made it in, and all of you were inside of the lowest level of this cathedral, and you were going into some kind of monitoring room. And you looked up a few things. It looks like the cathedral had been around since 1858, and that it had been traveling to a series of significant historical religious dates, potentially to collect artifacts or something like that. It seems like. So you all decided that you were going to teleport back to 1858 to when it was first being constructed. It was more like it was being installed. You got here. You killed a couple. I think it was Tommy who did it with his railgun, killed a couple people that were installing some stuff. Muck at one point tried to intimidate being some kind of bishop or whatever. You learned that His High Holiness Excrement is going to be paying a visit to the station, to this cathedral, now that it's up and running. You're still not entirely sure what the hell they're doing here, other than why is it here? Why now? What the hell's going on? All that kind of stuff. But you're inside. You have a schematic, basically, of the cathedral. You kind of know the sort of how where stuff is, and that's where we're at. I'm pretty sure. I think that's it. Any questions on that? We good? Are we all up to date? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody Go ahead and just take a stitch. Everybody go ahead. Just take a stitch. Let's take a
Yay!
There
Thank
we
you.
Yeah.
generosity. Don't say it. I never gave you anything.
I'm gonna
Like
spend
the
it.
others. You absolutely can spend it. Don't forget, you can spend it to get a couple points back if you want to. So you can get 2 points back to a general ability. You can also use it to avoid a time travel test, or a travel test, I should say. And there's other things you can use it for as well, but those are 2 common ones. But that's that. All right. Let me get, while you guys are figuring out what you're doing with your stitches, music going. So, you had left the whole, just pointing at her ear. It's my audio go down
Yeah,
again?
your audio
Yep.
is a little weird.
It's because StreamYard puts this system in where you can play background music, but if you play background music and talk at the same time, initially, it muffles it all up. So it's a really great system. This is why this is why we never get sponsors, because I just talk about shit.
I think it's still the Google TV messing with you.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that's
I
what it is.
agree.
Yeah.
It probably
Yeah.
can hear
That's the
me. I have
spirit
my
in your
Pixel
house.
phone right in front of me, so it's probably communicating.
Oh yeah,
no,
that's
it's
what it
listening.
is.
Good point, Jeremy. Good point.
I am
Okay.
I'm prone to these things. I
Yeah.
fear technology.
Makes perfect sense. Okay, so you guys just left this monitoring station. There are 2 dead bodies back there somewhere that you have defeated. You have a schematic of this place. You know that sometime within the next hour or so, like His High Holiness is supposed to be here to inspect the station. You know that there is some bridge command center. They call it what do they call it? It's called the Celestial Nave. It's basically like a command post, and that's towards the top of the cathedral, a few floors up. I'm gonna throw it all to you. We'll say you're in a hallway. No one's around you currently. You can make a plan. What do you guys want to do?
Did we do something with those bodies?
Let's say we did. You would
I'm
like
pretty
to
sure
say
we
that.
did.
Yeah, I can't remember 2
Sounds
weeks
familiar.
ago. So,
Remember either.
Yeah.
What do we
Stick
do?
them in a closet.
In the schematics, is there an artifact room, like artifact storage?
Yes, there is like there is like a reliquary vault that is a couple floors up. There's a reliquary vault that is immediately under this celestial nave.
I'm gonna point that out to everyone and say, seems like this place is at least partially here to be a storage for artifacts. Maybe that's where they're keeping them.
Could be, but this is also it's not open yet, so like should be empty.
so
Should
what's
be.
our current plan of action?
We go to the bridge, set the self-destruct.
And if there isn't a self-destruct, we make an us destruct.
What?
Anybody locked and
I
loaded?
don't know. It sounded cooler in my head, and then it came out, and
So-
I didn't think it quite.
I'll give you a stitch. Go ahead. That's such a sympathy stitch I'm giving out right now. So go ahead, take it. So for the effort,
You know what?
Oh my
However I get stitches, I'll take it.
Just our cover butts, do we want to say that we did something with the bodies? Like I could potentially do like a paradox prevention spend.
you guys can
We can
mentat
just-
them too.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Because we did knock them out.
Oh, that's true. Okay, if they're
Yes.
knocked out, then
The proper, appropriate use of a memtag.
Oh, I think you
Look at us.
killed.
Wait, no.
I
The
think they
ones,
died.
the ones I shot were obliterated.
I think they were permanently
Well,
knocked
which
out.
one can
There
you
is
tag dead
the-
bodies? Like-
Don't waste a memtag on that then.
They can dispose of it. It's fine. They can take care of it.
oh, okay.
See, what I'm saying is I have a feeling that it's about to get pretty hot in here.
I'm gonna keep. my clothes
I
on,
do remember
despite how hot it
asking if
gets.
there were security cameras, and there weren't.
In that room, there really weren't.
In
You
that-
didn't
in
notice
that
any.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you can tell, there's still
So
sort of
Adam, to your
setting up.
point about like who saw, like that's one thing. I don't know if that answers all your questions, but that's one thing.
So, Farmer Jenkins, what's our plan of action? We're going to the
Oh.
bridge?
Oh, are we going talking about? Okay, I thought we were talking about the dead bodies. I was going to say we'll just throw them in the poop room.
I think
Yeah.
actually to the discussion of memtags, if we can throw a memtag on it just so that they'll be taken back to they'll be snapped back to the Citadel, then
I'm fine with
And
that.
then they can recycle the bodies.
good point, Mr. Atkins. They are
What do you guys think you
now
eat in the
gone.
cafeteria?
Uh huh.
Hot
Our
dogs for lips and
victims.
assholes.
Yeah.
When we're on our way, I'm going to try and keep an eye out for some sort of maintenance closets, some sort of facilities like that. Someone sees something, could you let me know?
Okay. You like need a holy broom or something?
I'm hoping to find some sort of a power tool source to take apart.
Why don't you look at the schematics, see if there's anything there?
Very well. So yeah, I'll look over the schematic, the map, the layout, and see if there is anything that might have some sort of like power tools, or at least a room that would denote that. Because I have a feeling it's going to get quite hot in here, and these stunning devices are great, but we may need a little more for other people.
You have skill in architecture and you have a schematic, so I feel of this place. So I think you wouldn't have any difficulty navigating to some kind of maintenance or storage room. And I would say it's probably on this lower level anyway. This lower level seems to be less important things. So I'll say you can find it. You guys are all traveling together. One thing I do want to ask, like, are you all trying to pass yourselves off as members of the Order of Saint Kronos? Are you trying to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think we need to do a piggybacked disguise test for that. So someone can lead it, and then everybody can like pitch in. Your mesh will help you to a degree with like unobtrusiveness. No one's paying really attention to you, but like you're going to be walking down halls and past people, and like they're going to see you. So like that's why I think disguise is probably useful here. So who wants to lead that role?
I've currently got 4 I can throw at it. So
do I.
And I don't have any preparedness, and so like I don't think I can use a stitch because like it's not refreshing because I never had disguise to begin with. So I think my lack of ability to add a point will increase the difficulty.
It's gonna, okay.
I can't.
All right. So all right, Jimmy. I think you said you had so you'll take it, and then the way this works is that all other characters have to pay 1 point from a relevant pool, so in this case disguise, to benefit. And anyone who can't pay the cost, that increases the difficulty by 2. So Isra's increasing it by 2. Tommy is increasing it by 2. What about you, Sun?
Can you pay the cost for someone else?
I would say normally no, but what I'll say is like 2 to 1. If you want to, it would cost you 2 to cover somebody else's. Does that make sense?
Certainly how most things work in the game.
Is Isra the only one that doesn't have disguise?
Isra and
Tommy. So there's 2 folks.
So I can do 1 if you will do the other.
So I'll spend 3 then.
Okay, so Sun Tzu, Syra, both of you roll up to 3, and this won't raise the difficulty. Then we'll just be standard.
So they wear their little capirotes like backwards, right? Is that how? Oh. Nice.
I feel like with Syra and Isra, like Isra has the like minimalist purse that never has anything in it, and Syra has the purse that has like all of the things
that
in
giant
it.
Purse
And Isra's always looking to Syra.
Everything, yeah. It's not just everything; it's 6 of everything.
got a 9.
Nice.
Okay, phenomenal.
Nice.
So
nice.
what we'll say is maybe you find like the equivalent of like you find a storage room down here where there are the tools that Tommy is looking for, but there's also what looks like crates of basic gear. And so you can see like vestments and things. And you can see when Muck and Jimmy, when you were peering into that big cargo bay, you saw a lot of them. Even the people who were just doing work, like were dressed in these like kind of holy raiments of some kind. Even people who were just like knuckle dragger, like monkey wrench kind of people.
Hey.
And you all put these on, and so to some degree or another, you look like you're wearing actual clothes that look like it, and you've like adjusted your hair and your look in such a way that is neat and clean, and would fit the way that you've seen other order members look. Tommy, there's also these tools. So what were you looking to do with them?
Well, I just don't want to be the only one with a lethal weapon should it come to that point. So, what sort of tools are there?
That nothing like this is all advanced, so nothing's like modern day-ish like drills and things. But you do see that there's several hand tools. There's certainly devices like welding devices and things like that as well, and like all sorts of stuff for like patching various like holes in the hull and stuff. So you see a lot of that, and you see like some laser cutters and things.
I wish to grab some laser cutters and see if I can tweak them a little bit to where, like, I'll put one laser cutter on one end and one on the other and face them towards each other. That way it's like a blade somebody can wield.
Okay. Give me a tinkering test. And while you're doing that, Syra, if you check your equipment tab, I gave you the blade that you got last week.
Oh, the
Oh
gun
yes, I
blade.
was just going to ask about that.
Yes.
That's amazing.
So
Oh my god.
when you're at close or near range, you can use shooting, and it's a stun 5 weapon. When you're point blank, you can use scuffling. It'll do 1d6 plus 1 damage, and it'll ignore 1 point of armor.
Almost cold sanctified.
I got a 4.
I'm fucking dying. This is so
good.
cool.
Okay.
So cool.
4. Okay, so yeah, so we'll say you can make with a 4. We'll say you can make one other piece of equipment. We'll say you have some kind of like laser weapon. I don't know, what do you want to call it? Like a light saber, something like that.
We'll call it,
Copyright Adventures in Lollygagging.
A laser
yeah.
We're in 1858, so this is way before George, got going.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoever George is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a laser machete, basically.
Okay.
Or more like a laser hatchet is what
We're
it
to
would be.
say a laser shetty.
Laser
Laser
shetty.
shetty. There we go.
There we go. Got a laser shetty. We'll say it's gonna get. You only rolled a 4, right? Okay, so we'll do a 1d6. We'll do 1d6 points of damage, and we'll say it's like it is, what's it called, in scuffling distance. You got to use scuffling for it. So if anyone wants it, but it'll do actual damage, as it won't do like your pacifists and do stun.
And then what is powering these welding devices? Like, is it some form of gas? Is it electricity? Is it?
I would say you would probably. Do you have anything any ability that you were doing to assess this? Science, maybe?
Science. Yes.
Okay.
I'll spend one.
Okay. Okay. So they're all like energy weapons of some kind. You can see that there's like battery capsules of something, but when you open them up and you see like the little capsule in them, each one of them has this like flowing golden script that wraps around it, that you think is in and of itself somehow holy. So I mean, Tommy, it actually looks like it's possibly the power of prayer or something like that is actually somehow powering these weapons.
Hmm. Oh, looks like the power of Christ
holy
compels them.
Yeah, something very some kind of holy energy of them. It's not like your autocrons though. It certainly feels somewhat arcane. The radiation signatures that you're getting from it appear to be alien to what you're used to seeing when you examine TimeWatch equipment. It's certainly not of Earth though. That's what I would give you.
This is odd. Excuse me. So I wish to see if I can. I was trying to see if I could find a way to make a projectile out of that stuff, but I don't think I would have any clue really. Like I can't think of one myself, so yeah. No clever ideas there. So
Okay.
my bad.
All right,
But
so
hey,
you got
you at
your
least have one more weapon.
laser shetty. You've got your outfits that make you look like holy technicians.
Yes.
These liturgineers that you've seen moving about.
Who
guys wanna do?
would
Let's head to the bridge.
who feels like cutting somebody with a laser?
Not
No,
first
I'm okay.
choice, but capable.
Is this something you do, Muck? Do you want it, Sonny? Looking to get into
I'll
a
take
bit of
it.
a scuffle?
Sure.
No, whoever wants it.
I prefer my violence to be on a larger scale.
On this gunblade, I really wanted to try out.
So yeah, I hand it
set you
over
up on
to
it.
whoever would use it.
Sounds
Who
like
gets the zoo dibs?
Sunny D's. He's taking it. That's not right. Sunny T's.
Yeah,
Sunny
Sunny
T.
T.
Joe's taking it.
Sunny T.
Yes.
Oh, it's his ripoff
Okay.
of Sunny D, but it's the T.
It's like
Okay.
an Arnold Palmer.
Uh-huh.
Anything else you guys want to do?
No, let's
Okay.
head to the bridge.
Okay. Start moving up. And I'll say, with your disguise roll, you guys are able to move through the halls and pass by groups of people who look at you, or they like utter some kind of prayer. Go with time. Kronos protect you. Things like that as they walk past. And you notice on a schematic, like there are lifts that'll take you to various places. There's also like the equivalents of Jeffrey's tubes that you can crawl through if you really wanted as well. There are 2 levels to the celestial nave, which is the bridge or the command center, whatever you want to call it. There is the sort of the main entrance, but there's also like a balcony sort of walkway that looks like an observation floor that looks down upon it. So those are basically your 2 options. Like you can enter into the nave from either of those levels. When you reach the entrance when you get to the area where you can actually look down the hall and you can see these glorious doors, these huge pointed doors with this golden script. You can see it's not just golden, but there's energy like flaking through it as well. Like you can definitely tell that there's some sort of signal being channeled through all the walls. You see the ticker on the walls themselves is beginning to actually rotate around. You also hear the sounds of almost like white noise to a degree, the sounds of like holy texts being read to you. But you do notice that the entrance into the celestial nave is guarded and flanked by 2 of those large Templar-looking people, like those Crusader Templar that you've seen before. The one that Syra got the blade from. You all look like engineers, basically. You've got like you look in place, but you can see it's definitely guarded. And then you know that there's the other level that you can go up to the observation deck if you wanted as well. What do you think?
I was wondering if there's any spend that I could do to try to. Is this script readable that we see kind of on the walls around in like the golden? Is that like something that I could potentially like do a spend to read that? I've got. That's a good question. Academic, really, all I have is future history and timecraft. So future history might work.
I would take future history for sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a spend.
Okay. All right. So, hang on. Okay. I would say that, just to summarize, rather than like list every single line you see, what you notice is that the scripture that's being listed certainly does not align with biblical scripture that you would be familiar with from contemporary or ancient history. It certainly borrows the form, but it very much veers away from it. It also talks a lot about like the voice of God. It talks about like cosmic messages, and you can see all like it seems like there's preparation being done for channeling or listening to the voice of God from the deepest reaches of the universe. And that seems to be the central thesis. You're starting to get a sense that that's the main purpose of this place. So it's more like a station for picking up a radio station for picking up the voice of God from somewhere in the universe.
Interesting. I'll pass that along. That we've heard of these as being thieves, but they're trying to listen.
That a little disturbing. If they're actually hearing something,
Or if they think that the voice of God is telling them to go steal all of these things.
we could hack and reprogram it to make them do silly things instead.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But do we need to get past those guards first?
We definitely do.
Maybe His Holiness is coming. We need to make sure everything in line, no discord. Only true path should be seen by him.
I want to
We're
give.
gonna talk our way past or get them to leave.
Talk first.
I want to give Isra something a little bit more because she did make a spend. In addition to all of that, one of the things that you are gleaning from the mantras is this preparatory thing, like everyone's being prepared as if something is imminent, as if the voice of God is imminently here. Yeah, so like as if there's almost like a counter or a time, a countdown, a time like time is ticking down to when they will hear it, as if they know with great certainty when that communication is coming.
And
it is
do
imminent.
we know when? So it's imminent to now. I don't have the exact. Okay.
Piecing everything together, perhaps His High Holiness is coming here, not just to inspect, but also because of this. This seems to be the reason this place is here.
Okay. I will definitely pass that information.
Yeah.
Is there more?
I would want a contemporary history spin, though.
Tommy or Jimmy?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not trivia. I would want a. Yeah. Contemporary.
I can give you contemporary history.
Okay. It dawns on you, Jimmy, when Isra starts translating a bit from what she's hearing and about this voice of God. And none of you had asked, but it dawns on you for the first time, to think about why 1858? Why this time? And it makes sense that Jimmy would know this because he knows it from contemporary history. His trivia knowledge probably helps him. But in 1858, in Lourdes, France, there were reports of apparitions that were seen, almost like a ghostly apparition in some ways of Our Lady of Lourdes, basically showing up. There was a young girl. She was 14 years old, Bernadette, and I don't know how to pronounce French, so sorry, Kipser. Subaru. It's not spelt like Subaru. I just want to point out it's not spelt like Subaru.
Can you do Subaru with a French accent?
Subaru, Bernadette Subaru, something like that.
DiGiorno.
Hey, she's in the chat too. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know she was in the chat.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's so funny. But yeah, she's a 14-year-old. Yeah. So essentially, these apparitions kind of stoked this Catholic fervor, effectively.
Okay. I'll relay that. This all coincides with weird stuff happening in France.
It's always the French.
It's always the French.
So interesting. So on Earth, there was an apparition and a hearing of a voice, and so they believe here they will also imminently hear a voice.
Yeah. And it lines up with His Holiness excrement showing up. And
Chuck, please. We can pronounce that one. His High Holiness excrement.
oh, my bad.
Kipster will still shake her head no matter how we attempt it.
This, I think all the pieces are lining up here, because if His Holiness is showing up and we're about to blow this place up, us destroying this place could be the thing that causes the sightings in France. I think it's predetermined. We got to nuke this place.
We definitely.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Can't you?
So,
the plan has been to blow this place up for a little bit.
Making sure.
Besides, even if it leaves a massive crater behind, it won't be discovered until much later, right?
Way later.
Yeah.
What's really about fixing the timeline? The crater is whatever.
Yes. Israel, is there a massive crater on the backside of the moon in your timeline?
That's a good question, Game Master. Would Ezra know if there's a big crater on the backside of the moon? And
It's very dark back there.
No one's ever wanted to look.
It's really sure.
Tommy, I feel like I just need to.
Album cover art, but that's what
I feel like I need to
a lot of
remind
work
you.
to get a bunch of flashlights out there to find.
I am not from Earth. Unlike the rest of you, Earth is not my home planet. I am nowhere near as familiar with Earth and your moon as you all are.
It's wild. So, have you seen the canals on Mars?
Well, hasn't everyone?
No.
Well, we've only seen them through telescopes, and we believe that there are great civilizations tied together by canals that run through each civilization on Mars.
That's super true.
They
I've
have
been there.
worked very hard to
Winston,
keep
I
those
was right.
stories alive.
So I'll say why you guys have stopped in this hallway. I've had this conversation. I'm gonna say someone comes up. You can see one of these. It's not one of the guards. They stay in their position, but you see coming around. You see one of those like looks more like a priest than a warrior per se. If you recall from your time in Dubai, there was a one of them was there. Like they definitely seem to have some kind of control over of like kind of chronal radiation, almost like could cast magic and things like that. It felt like. You see they come around and they have floating in front of them. They have a tablet of some kind that they're reading through, and they nearly bump into all of you. And they say, "What are you all doing here, loitering the hall? His High Holiest excrement will be here imminently. You must go to your assigned locations. Ensure that the cathedral is in proper working condition."
Cronus be with you.
Yeah. I'll be glad to do a reassurance
scurry.
if needs be.
It's unfortunate when excrement shows up and you're not ready for it.
You're saying
Stitch to Joe for that.
we are not ready, excrement? We have been preparing for generations. Holy scriptures have told us this is the day. What do you know, Liturgian here? Speak. He's like staring.
You can always do more. It's
Sun Tzu, tell him you found a typo.
it didn't have the little tilde above it on this page.
If you have something to say, now is the time to say it. What do you know? What have you seen? I have not heard any reports that we are not ready. Speak now.
and I'm going to neuralize him.
Okay.
I have reassurance that I can spend
Okay.
if we want
I
to.
was also going to step in, but
Yeah.
I don't want to take
That's-
away from Joe
yeah.
utilizing this guy now.
It just means this guy is going to be extra surprised when the holiness shows up an hour early.
Yeah. So it makes an hour. He forgets the last hour, and then as he's coming to, I'm going to say there must be a gas leak or something. It's messing with people's minds and memory.
Unfortunately, you're not going to get a chance for that because immediately upon doing that, the two guards that are down the hall see you pull out a device, and the chronoceptor begins to like grab his eyes and fall back, and they come charging down, and you see they've drawn their weapons, and like they are kind of pointing them down the hall. You six. What have you done to the chronoceptor? And like Malchior, Father Malchior, what is the problem? And Malchior is just like,
Why?
and he comes out and let me see that device. And they're like staying at range. They've got their gun blades, the same kind of thing that Syra has, and they're kind of pointing them down at you, Sun Tzu. What is that device?
Can Isra
He was in
jump in?
Discord, not speaking the prayer properly. Cannot have that when Allfather arrives. Must have everything perfect.
Who was speaking
Ah,
in such a manner?
that'll be
No,
Muck.
like you said he was speaking. Are you saying Sun Tzu was, or are you saying the Chronos?
Father Malchior?
You're like Muck will lay,
Down the
point
ground.
down at the man on the ground.
You blaspheme against Father Malchior? You dare take his name and say that he who would do such a thing? And you see like one of them now turns their gun
Yeah.
towards you, Muck.
I've got some
Muck-
recordings of some prayers from earlier,
Mhm.
just as an idea for like, I've got a point of reassurance. Like, those prayers are from a different time, though, right?
Mhm.
So Muck's thought is to play that and then make a reassurance spend to basically have some prayers that sound close but not quite right.
That's what he was saying, and
Right.
that's like what. Yeah, that's like what you have. Yeah,
That's
I
my
would-
best guess. Like,
yeah. I can help with the reassurance on that if we think that would be
Yeah.
helpful.
and if not, that's fine. That's
Okay. I hear what you're
'Cause they're
saying. The one
suspicious.
thing I'm going to say is though, like, you're literally talking shit about the
Yeah,
leader of.
I hear you.
So, like, that's.
I'm not
that's
saying it's a good
just, like,
idea.
some
I'm just
random
saying that's
guy.
the knee-jerk reaction. Like, oh shit, because the idea was initially like, let's just talk to this guy. Oh shit, we didn't talk to this guy. Crap.
Yeah, because I was originally going to
It would
like
have been so much
reassurance
easier to
spend
just talk to
him.
this dude.
Mhm. Okay, so
That's fine.
Come
I
on.
get it. If it's, I totally understand. It's not a realistic spend. I get it.
I
Well,
think you can keep them from attacking you in retribution, in like defense of his honor, and I'll say like if you want to make the spend, that'll keep them from just flat out shooting you guys right now. You could certainly do that.
I also had an idea to try and support. I'm not sure if it will.
What's that?
I'd like to support what Muck and Sansu are doing with Charm to kind of be like, hey, this Father Malchior would not say something like this. There's clearly something wrong, and we have to make sure he's okay.
Okay, so you're trying to say that something. Okay, so are you guys trying to concoct a story that something is wrong with Father Malchior? Is that just
Yeah, well, that's what Sarah is doing to try and help to basically next step from what these guys are doing.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it weird? He should never say those things. You're absolutely right. He shouldn't say those things.
Step
Something
one,
must be wrong.
seed of
I like
doubt.
where your brain
Step
is.
2.
Okay, I will take the Muck reassurance spend coupled with the Syra charm spend, and I'll say that'll be enough for them to to lower their weapons, and they'll say, "Do you think the adversary has gained hold of his faculties?"
What might that look like? What would the adversary look like? What would they do?
The adversary takes many forms. Quickly, get him up. It's like he's like they're ordering the two, like you guys, to essentially grab this
Tommy will. Yeah,
chronoceptor.
Tommy will.
I'm gonna keep talking to this dude and sound kind of panicked when I do it. And be like, no, you need to tell us what the adversary does so we know if that's what we should be looking for.
And he looks at you. You have a gun blade on you, but I'll say like it's kind of hidden in the whatever. So he'll be like, "Your questions are appropriate. The adversary, they take our very form. They take our very person. They take.
They are a tricky bunch. Yes.
Yes, they are very tricky indeed. They could take any form. They could look like Melchior. They could look like me. They could look like. And then the other one speaks up, pointing his gun still at Sun Tzu. They could look like liturgineers, not at their posts. The other one that you've been like charming reaches out, kind of lowers the blade. We are friends here. Come. We shall take Melchior to the prayer balconies. We'll review his mind scans, determine whether or not he is who he has always been.
Yes, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
That
Cross
is
be with you.
excellent.
And with you. So Tommy, you're helping carry like Melchior, who at this point is probably coming back. What has happened? Where am I? What had me? What is the meaning of this? What has happened? How dare you lay your filthy, grease-stained hands on my raiments? That's what he's saying, Tommy.
Well, I could just not. How would you as I just drop him?
And he stumbles. At this point, though, we'll say he just stumbles. And
Yeah, he probably did. Yeah.
And like one of the guards steps up, and says, "Father Melchior, we must take you to the prayer balconies. We must review your mind scan. We must ensure you are who you say you are. Those here, these liturgineers have brought some curious evidence against. Perhaps it is merely a false alarm. But you yourself said this morning, any anomalous behavior should be investigated in the hours before His High Holiness arrives." You can see like the chronoceptor is just like, "So be it." Oh, I don't know how I got here, actually. I was
Perhaps
the
you were
quantum-
in
I was in the quantum signal altar.
perhaps you were in a fugue state and everything is all right.
A fugue state. I am not so weak of mind to be. Father, let us go. We will review you. We will ensure everything is as it should be. And one of them like grabs hold of Melchior, who's at this point is like resigning himself, but he's saying like, I am not certain. Where have I been? How have I got? And like you hear them like babbling as they take him away.
So I just want to hear, he said he was in the quantum signal. What? Where did he say he was?
If only you know, I'm just saying, it seemed like a very complicated conversation. Alter.
Quantum signal altar.
I play Mad Libs with cyberpunk terms and holy terms. And just throw them together. It's fun.
Like it. So are they taking him away now? And
Yes,
so now
they
we
are.
can proceed?
Yes.
After you, Mr. Jenkins.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
I
move
don't
in,
remember what my name was.
and you guys just want to go right in the main door, right? Right in the main door.
Mhm.
Okay. You go inside, and you see a vaulted chamber. You can see the ceiling itself is arched of like what looks like stained and powdered glass. So it has the look of this almost Renaissance medieval style, but you can also tell it is electrified and powered in some ways. You can see saints, cosmic symbols, all sort of swirling together. It's not in any singular pattern. You can see at the far end in the center. I would say at the far end in the center of like this long path, there is a gilded high-backed throne, and you can see it's adorned with all sorts of circuitry and golden script. You can see to the right and to the left there's various stations that are currently manned and operated by several men and women in various raiments and gear. You can see that installed directly beneath the throne there is this transparent reliquary, and you can see that there is a radiant arc of some kind that is just pulsing with light. And you can even hear this sort of hum coming from it. And you also notice that above you there are these balconies where there are other people up there. There's probably a good 20 to 30 people in here between the lower level and the upper level. You are very much on like the equivalent of like Ops from DS9 or like a bridge from Star Trek. You know, like that's kind of where you're at. It's just probably a little bit bigger and longer. And there's lots of people here. Nobody is sitting in that throne currently. You also notice that beyond the throne, there is like a large screen that has been installed, and it currently just looks out towards space.
Yeah. I definitely think if one of us sits in that throne, they'll get real mad.
Probably.
Who wants to do it?
I would think so.
Nobody.
I do.
Yeah, I don't think we should. I think we should find some terminals,
I guess.
see if we can activate self-destruct. Or find terminals and vent all the airlocks.
So step 1, find terminals.
Find
Step
terminals.
2,
Yeah.
create havoc.
Plenty of
Yeah.
terminals, people moving back and forth. You can see a few people have those kind of floating tablets in front of them that are reading from it. Others are working. You can see they're checking readings and calling out to each other. There's definitely a lot of activity that's happening here. All 6 of you just like came in together. So you're like a big
Yeah.
squad. And
Mhm.
that is a hard thing to not notice.
Mhm.
So immediately somebody will come over and assess. And so you see a woman, she must be in her 60s or so, but she has this very stern look on her face. Like her hair is slicked back and tight. You can see like there's bits of like cyber tech that's implanted in her temples. And one of her eyes, you can tell, is like shifting and changing in color. But she comes over and she says, "What are you doing here? What
Yes. We've been
your
sent.
assignment?"
We are here for that. And I've got bureaucracy and reassurance. Like I'll spend what I need to. That we've been sent for the final punch list, as it were. You need extra hands, and we are here.
Who sent you?
Ooh, we'll say that guy's name that we
Melchior.
neuralized.
Father Melchior.
Very good. You two, and she points to like Israel and Jimmy. She like kind of calls you out, and she says, "Ensure that the reliquary core is properly aligned before His High Holiness comes. We do not want any strange readings coming through the throne. You two," and it points to like Sun Tzu and Muck. Access the conduit array. Make sure that the
that the vapors that come out are properly attuned. We have heard that His High Holiness Exclaimant has very sensitive olfactory glands. We do not want the incense burning in here to be at all irritable. You two, ensure that the control nodes for the liturgical shrines are properly attuned to stuff. Go do that.
Run out things.
Indeed. Izra's eyes light up, and she turns to Jimmy because the reliquary is like right below the throne, and so like Izra's eyes light up, and she just sort of looks at Jimmy. Mm-hmm.
Let's go make sure there's no aberrant readings.
Indeed.
Okay. So the two of you go and you follow her instructions. Okay. So you go over there.
Real quick,
what about
just to make sure I'm bookkeeping appropriately, am I spending bureaucracy to have passed that?
No, I think dropping Malchior's name.
Just having it. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. No, you're fine. Okay, so Isra, Jimmy, you go over towards this throne and you start like mucking around, basically. And then what are Muck and Sun Tzu doing? You were tasked with messing around.
Incense thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The incense
this seems like a fun thing to sabotage.
The incense conduit to make sure that the prayer vapors are coming out. Man, like they come out in the proper scent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. And then Syra and Thomas, you were told to mess around with like the liturgical shrines to ensure that the control nodes are properly attuned.
I would like to follow our instructions right now, just to poke around from the terminal.
Okay. So you head over. Tommy, what about you? Anything you're looking to do before
I wish to attune.
Okay.
Yes.
So everyone is just trying to make it look like you're doing what you're supposed to do. Got it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sounds
I'll
like-
take up my tuning fork
Okay.
that I always keep on me.
Mhm.
Ow.
So what do you all want to do? You're making it look right now like you're doing your jobs. You go over to your various places and you start making it look good. What are you all looking to accomplish, though? Really looking to accomplish?
Well, Syra, you making
Sarah
it
was
famous?
wanting to poke around in their systems to basically like I think the thing to do would be to knock out comms. And like that would be the first thing that she would want to try and do.
Okay. Give me a hacking spend to
Do that?
get into the system. Because you were
Okay.
going to a specific station, but you want to try to use it for something else. So we'll make this a spend.
Noise. I can do that.
Okay. And so you're gonna just basically create a communications blackout, or at least prevent communications from like moving about. Like no one can send or receive
Pretty much,
communications.
yeah. And if I could, I don't know if it's feasible, but if it's possible, I would like for it to look like a system failure that requires maybe liturgical intervention, but basically it's something that needs attention to be fixed.
Okay. Give me a tinkering test for that to get that specific outcome. See if you can.
Oh,
do that.
I can also make a
Yeah.
spend if that would help.
You made the spend to hack. I don't want to do like a double spend. Let's actually do a roll.
That
and then
makes sense.
Tommy said he can assist because he does also have tinkering. So if you wanted to do cooperation, you certainly could, which means that Syra, you could make a tinkering test, and then Tommy, you can spend any number of tinkering points to give her a boost. So but it's only one of them isn't counted. So if you like spent 3 points, you would give Syra like a +2 on a roll effectively. Or if you spend 2
And do
points,
you
you
have
would give her
to
a
call that out ahead of time?
Yep.
Or
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So just let me know, and let me know when you're ready. Adam, and I'll make the.
Well, I'll spend 2 because I've only got 4 left, and I have a feeling I'll need it. So if I spend 2, I'll give you 1.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, good. I got a 1.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Bring it up
No,
to
it's
2.
me at 2.
Oh,
So I'm
yikes.
only able to do the hacking. I'm not able to make it look any kind of way.
So yeah, so what'll basically happen is you gain access, you get the effect of closing down communications, creating kind of communications problem, but you're not able to necessarily cover your tracks. So it could be something that someone could perceive as sabotage and not necessarily as something that seems like a systems failure.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Tommy, was there anything
We're
else?
trying.
Yeah. And I would say
Like-
for the future, don't forget that just because he's spending doesn't mean you can't spend points too. So like you
Oh,
could have
cool.
theoretically.
Cool. I didn't think I could if someone else was already making that spend. That's good to know. Thank you.
Tommy, was there anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah, so I'd like to learn more about what these things actually do that we're trying to work on. Like, what's the importance of them in comparison to what the ritual is? Like, how vital is it?
Okay, so
Because it didn't sound very vital when he was telling us.
yeah, that was just me running out of techno jargon.
Oh, that was just okay. I got it.
Yeah.
I got
And
it.
having a
He
little
had
fun.
firm belief that this was uber important.
Yeah. So what these things do is these are the source of all of those of like the system wide, the cathedral wide scripts that are being recited to the entire place. Like this is the source of it. So no extra spend or anything. You could get that just from the spends that you guys have already done.
So do we both know that she was able to do something, but it could be easily caught? Like if someone took a look at it, or do we not know that?
I would say you don't have great confidence. We'll just put it that way. Like
Okay.
It's not. You're not certain.
Well, perhaps if we run through the procedure again, maybe we can give it another go round and, second try. What do you think?
I don't know if I can cover our tracks even with the second try. I've been able to knock out the comms. I mean, that was really just to cover your ass. The comms was the important part.
So you think we should leave it as is?
I do.
Okay. Very well.
I don't think it's worth the extra time.
Okay.
I tried once, I failed once. I think it's enough.
I could give it a shot.
I'm gonna say that no, since you did cooperation.
Okay. Yep.
So like I think you both kind of failed. Like I'm not saying you couldn't try again, but in the time it will take people to do things, like I would say we'll wait and then we'll kind of resolve what everyone's done in terms of sabotage and see if there's even an opportunity to try again.
Yeah.
Let's go to Sun Tzu and Mach. The two of you are messing around with this incense conduit.
Yes.
What do you guys want to do?
So, quick question. So, like, I know we've got like our kind of imaging thing up, and we've got our disguise up and whatnot, but we are wearing the equivalent of spacesuits that have like contained systems, so to speak. Something, breathing apparatuses built in, right?
Right. So, when you guys went and switched out your vestments, I'm gonna assume you guys took off your actual TimeWatch supplied spacesuits so that you can actually have on the appropriate gear.
Okay.
However, Muck and Jimmy, you did notice that even those people working in that bay, they were able to create some kind of bubble over their heads that effectively made them. So you think these vestments that you're wearing are with some, because there's like a little mechanism on them, and if you kind of hit them, it'll probably cover you up. Yeah.
The reason I bring that up is, like, what if instead of good smelly smell, instead sleepy gas? And we know to be ready, but they don't know to be ready.
My thoughts are very well aligned with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do either of you have preparedness?
Nope. But
I do. I have flashback.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think we need to do a flashback for this so that you actually have sleeping gas on you.
Okay. Otherwise, I would do.
We did bounce back to TimeWatch.
Yeah. So
1.2 to grab supplies.
Right. And so like what we can say is like so if you make a preparedness test using a flashback, we'll say one of the supplies you grabbed was sleeping gas.
Okay.
So Sun Tzu, you're making a preparedness test. So spend however much you want to make sure that as part of collecting your supplies, some of it was knockout gas.
Okay, I will throw 3 on it just in case that happens.
Very good.
Just
thing
in
that
case
you
he
did.
rolled another
Okay.
one.
You guys do have so you did bring a couple different capsules. Maybe you thought you'd be infiltrating some things, and so yeah, we'll say you have a couple capsules of sleeping gas. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
Sweet. And then I can do a hacking spend.
or if it's not something that we get hacked, I could do spycraft to like place it well.
This would probably be more tinkering, I would say, than hacking. It's more about like getting into the machinery of it and like replacing the capsules in a way. I would probably say that. You could certainly spend hacking to get a bonus on the tinkering test.
Okay, I might do that. I only have 2 points of tinkering left, so I will.
Muck, do you have tinkering? You don't. Have
I
tinkering.
don't. I was initially, because one of the things spycraft can do is to like plant stuff. So I was initially going to try and use that to try and help, but it's more of a
I'll take
tinkering
that.
hack. Okay,
If you want to spend that, we'll give him a +3.
awesome. Then yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
And Joe, if you get desperate, you can send a stitch for a +2 refill of a general ability.
Oh, right.
Don't forget, there's still 12 stitches that haven't been pointed out. I'm just saying.
There have.
People have said some really funny things tonight. Remember that time when I said like
Keep forgetting.
go over there and do stuff? That was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Take a stitch, Jeff.
I can't. Kevin Culp doesn't like GMs.
So I'm getting a +3 from.
You heard it here
Mhm.
first, folks.
All right, and then I'll spend 1 on my tinkering, and
So you have a +4 total, I think, on the roll so far, right?
yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. So there
Nice.
should be another 3 on this. So that'd
Okay,
be
so
7.
7. Okay. I'll say without being detected. That because like there were two different degrees on
Mhm.
this one. One was like, can you get it in there? One you can get it in there without being detected. With a 7, I'll say you time it perfectly. Muck, you're kind of the lookout a little bit while Sun Tzu gets in there and starts kind of pulling out some of the guts, takes some of those incense capsules and tucks them into his into his vestments, and then starts sliding in some of this knockout gas. Absolutely. I love it. This is phenomenal. All right, so we have incense, the incense knockout gas. Okay. All right,
It still does
All right.
smell lovely, though.
let's go to Isra and Jimmy. So I'm just going to do I'm doing a round. I want to see what each of you do, and then we'll kind of, because this is all happening simultaneously, and then we'll kind of resolve all of these things at once. All right, Isra, Jimmy, what do you want to do?
So we'll go up to the thing we're supposed to do, and she said make sure it doesn't pick up any odd signals or resonance or anything. So like, do we rig this thing to just try and like explode, or do we like crosswire it and like try and fry His Holiness's brain? Maybe if he gets some real crazy stuff in there, they'll abandon this entire thing and all of our problems are solved.
Those are 2 interesting options. I think when you make things and people explode, they have to learn the lesson that you're trying to teach them. If you only fry their brain, they could maybe miss it. Go
So we
big.
make this dude explode when he connects to the throne.
Go big or go home. I think that's a phrase
Yeah.
that some of you have tried to teach me.
I'm going to
Let's
put that in
do
my
it.
book.
Copyright Sun Tzu.
Stitch, Joe.
Strike first, strike
Oh, yeah.
last, bitches.
Okay.
Was
But
that
yes,
the
we can-
original
we can
title of
also-
The Art of War?
Yeah.
Strike first, strike
Yeah.
last, bitches. That was a
Yeah.
working title. Then the editors got it. Had a mad
Yeah.
mark.
You can't do
they,
this.
they took all the fun out of it.
This isn't gonna sell. Are you crazy?
It'll be timeless, I promise.
I think we can do a little bit of both. I think we can maybe in the phase 1, it fries whoever's sitting in the chair, and then phase 2, it blows up.
I like it. Let's do it.
So I've got some tinkering.
I've got some tinkering.
I've got some hacking that I can also spend to boost the tinkering.
I don't have any hacking.
Do either one of you want to make a? Let's see, which history is this? I always forget the history.
History feature?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's,
Jimmy's got the other histories. I think between the two of us, we have all three types of history
ancient.
covered.
Yeah, I can do a history ancient.
Yeah,
Do you want a spend or a roll?
I want to spend.
Okay. I will spend.
You come up to this throne, and there's like a series of steps that go up, and then you can see, like, on the sides of the steps, you can see like there is this glass encased reliquary, and inside of it, there is this ark, a giant chest, effectively. You can see that there are all these cables that are running into these sealed like, conduit openings within the actual case. Like, you guys can't actually reach in and touch the ark right now, but you can see all these different energy conduits kind of snaking in, like their roots, and they're all connecting. And you can see that the chest itself is radiating energy that's coursing through all of these different golden flowing symbols and sigils that look, in some cases, they look very very biblical. In other cases, they look very almost alien in some capacity, like futuristic, like hieroglyphic in some ways. And you realize, Jimmy, that this bears a striking resemblance to the Ark of the Covenant, as it has been described in various texts.
Okay. I feel a little bit bad that we're about to blow up the Ark of the Covenant.
Is this important in your culture?
Yeah. They made a bunch of movies about it.
That is the sign of importance in your culture, right? How many movies you make of a topic?
It really is. Yeah. No,
Is
it's a
this
big.
the one that belongs in a museum? Something belongs in a museum.
I mean, everything belongs in the museum,
Mm-hmm.
right?
So, you
These are top. Yeah, these are top.
yes.
Yep.
So you want to steal it from the thieves?
I don't think stealing it from the thieves is the right choice.
Blowing up is more important.
Blowing up is more important because then we're going to have to probably go back in time later, find out where they stole this at. And I guess first we need to find out, does it timeline stuff? It should probably be stolen because it disappeared.
Right.
This is one of those things they were meant to do. So it's fine if we blow it up now.
Right. You always remind me of that, and I always forget every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's hotwire this thing. Short a Pope's brain out and make a kaboom.
So we are cooperating because we're both doing tinkering?
Sure.
I think. And I have the point of hacking that I can spend to get a +3.
Okay, I'll take it.
And then, so then Chuck, how much do you want to spend for additional?
I've got 2 in tinkering, and I will gladly donate all of it.
Okay, so then I'll have a +4.
You get a +1 from him because it's cooperation. So,
and then +3 from hacking.
Okay, so +4 total. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And then I will also spend 1 as well. So it'll be a +4 on top of this, which is a 6. So it's an 11.
Yeah. So
you did a good job.
You did a very good job. Okay. So you have, to the best of your ability, and I mean that with no sense of sarcasm, you have rigged this reliquary. Like you effectively taken some of these energy cables, and you're going to rig it to basically overload it, and it's going to send too much energy in, and that's going to cause like the ark to explode, maybe, and then since the throne is effectively atop, that would also be in the blast. Okay.
I mean, if the ark doesn't explode, I mean, bare minimum, hopefully it'll just release all of its ghosts, like in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just got to not look.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of that was all happening at the same time. So what basically is going to happen now is that you suddenly start to hear from different sections of the room, like you hear like people talking into like various communication devices. Some of it's like just something they have on their investments, or something maybe it's at one of their consoles. They're like launch platform, come in, copy. What was that? Launch platform. And then you hear somebody else be saying, signal altar, over, come in. And then someone looks up and kind of calls out, and they're like, Mother Fell, there seems to be something wrong with the communications. Oh yeah, we can't seem to reach anybody within the cathedral. And like the woman that stopped you as you guys came in, what do you mean? This is not acceptable. Get them back up instantly, right now. The holiest will be here any moment. Yes, mother. And like they're all scrambling.
Do we have like comms just us?
Yeah, we have something that goes right into our ears, and I look it up every time. I think it's our tether.
Okay.
You do, but
Okay.
you are within earshot of other people, so
Okay.
other people do have the ability to potentially hear you. Okay, so that is like, so you see people are kind of scrambling. They're kind of coming over to like different communications panels. I don't understand why this isn't working. And like people are kind of calling out, Mother, it seems everything seems to be working just fine. The everything is all right. Wait, that's not right. And you're like, what do you mean? What isn't right? What is it? Oh goodness! And then all of you in the center of the room, you see like this purple bubble begin to form, like right in the center by the throne. Sun Tzu, Muck, have you guys released the incense? Have you like kind of hit the button to start getting the coming out?
I'd say as soon as there's like activity and stuff going on, yeah.
Okay, so you see this purple bubble begin to form, and you see suddenly appearing in front of you. You see 4 figures. You see 3 of them look much like the Crusader temperants you've seen before, but they are dressed. They are just like all in this sort of reddish color. Like you can tell that they are this special guard, and you see they are in this triangular position around His High Holiness. And as they step and like spin and look around, you can see inside there is a very aged man. You would probably put him at least in his 70s, and you can see somewhat hunched over. He's got this large like papal hat. His vestments are glowing and constantly shimmering with all of these vertically moving sigils and things coming down some of his robes. And he has in his hand part staff, part like walking stick, but you can tell that it is bedecked with a great deal of like gold filigree and everything. And he calls out, "Hi, Father Malchior. Come greet Malchior." And then like Mother Fell rushes over and says, "Oh, High Holiness, I'm so very sorry. Malchior seems to be indisposed at the moment. He is tracing down a particular problem. What kind of problem?" And like you can see she's starting to like genuflect at this point. What are you guys doing?
Israel wants to try to get a look at this guy to see like if he seems at all familiar, just to get eyes on him. So like that's really kind of what she's doing. Like if she needs to like angle around anything or whatever she needs to do.
You're not the only one. Everyone's looking. Like it's the High Holiness, for Christ's sake. I shouldn't say that. Actually, no. I guess that's kind of fitting. I just never mind. So yeah, you look. Yeah, it's kind of fitting. So you look and you can see he's an old man, clean shaven. He does not look familiar. Like you don't recognize him as being anybody that you know. He much like Mother Fell, he has these like implant devices on his temples as well, just underneath his hat.
I'm gonna try and hide, not like hide, but just be. I don't want to get noticed. I'll like pretend I'm doing work behind a terminal or something, and maybe like I'll do a group text. Like if things pop out, let's just go 40 minutes into the future.
Okay, give me an unobtrusive test if you don't want to be seen.
Yeah. I don't want to be seen. I'll do spend on it with the things too. I got a 4.
Good thing you spent the things for the things.
Only people that you think you slink back in and you're not being observed. There's definitely a great deal of argument that seems to be had. One of the 3 like red. Like they're literally wearing armor. So you see this plated, glistening, reflective, almost fiberglass like armor is getting briefed now by one of the door guards, and you can see that they're having that conversation, just kind of what's the status of security, etc. And Mother Fell is like trying desperately to explain like everything's fine and we're having communications trouble, and one of the people who was working on it, Mother, about that, not now. Mother. And so just continuing to work. What are the rest of you doing?
Sarah's doing everything possible to not look like she had anything to do with this comms thing.
Yeah,
So
I feel like we're just
I with the
sliding
that's,
back.
like, trying, like maybe sinking out the side, like going on the other side of the terminal. Or
You're rolling up unobtrusive,
something.
like Jimmy did, to just try to blend in with the
Sweet.
crowd. Yeah.
Sweet. Unobtrusive ones. Can I make a spend or should I make a roll?
You need to roll an unobtrusive test because it's a general ability roll, so
Got it,
you can
thank
make
you.
spends to boost it if you wanted. Ooh.
6.
Okay. So you slink off, and you think, to the best of your ability, you have blended in with some of the crowd. You just kind of go to a group. Some groups are like looking over their shoulder at High Holiness, and some others are like kind of doing their work. You can see the one who's at the terminal, not nearer the two of you, it's like trying to get the attention of somebody else. I think it's sabotage. I think someone has sabotaged the systems. Like, what do you mean sabotage the systems? No, look right here. Everything is in order. Someone has affected. I think it's from.
What's that you say? Show me.
Oh yes, brother. Here, if you notice here, and then they pull up this terminal, and you can definitely tell, like the comms are working probably fine everywhere else in the cathedral, but for some reason around the bridge, like nothing's coming in, nothing's going out. Like there's nothing that would do that. The routing nodule is like it's in perfectly good condition. It's not been damaged. Someone has intentionally put up some sort of field, to prevent any messages from coming in or out of here. We must alert this. Someone could be attempting to harm His High Holiness. We must alert Mother Fell.
We should just fix it. They've got the. If they're about to start, we should just fix it.
Yes. Of course. You can see like he starts to go, and he's like tapping away on his keyboard effectively. And I'm gonna roll a check for him to see if he actually can fix it. So I do have liturgy in your stats.
Ooh.
I mean, I had those for special. All right. Yeah. I will
Fixin'.
And I will spend one of his dedicated points of tinkering to get a bonus on the roll.
Makes sense.
And he's working. I don't understand. And his hands are like shaking. He keeps looking.
I will help. I will help. We'll just fix this, and everything will be okay. I think if we cause a stir, they may want to postpone it, and this is the greatest thing that had ever happened. We need to make sure this happens today.
We cannot postpone it. We cannot.
So, I'm going to say, just relax. I've got it from here.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Cronus be
Yes, and Cronus be with you. And so I'm going to attempt to fix it.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
But make it look like see what Syra was trying, and then just make sure that I complete what we were doing.
The cover up of the stuff.
You just want to kind of cover up the fact that it went to that console. Now we'll say you can roll that that tinkering test. You can spend hacking if you want to kind of redo the test now. You want to leave communications off. Is that correct though?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna leave communications. You're just gonna try to hide, cover yours and Cyrus tracks from before. Yeah.
I don't have any hacking. Is this where I could use science? Or would that be something different?
I'll take science. I'm gonna just kick the difficulty up if you don't actually have hacking. But you can spend it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also going to give you a stitch, Adam, for the rolling with it. Of oh my god, he's freaking out. Oh yeah, let's just fix it. It'll be totally fine. I like that idea.
Nice.
So what else can you use a stitch for besides refilling?
You can use it to avoid a time travel test. Is one of the big ways you can do it. You can use it to to do extra damage. You can use it to reduce damage done to you. And
all right.
You can also pay 2 stitches to give somebody else a +1 on a roll.
Okay, so this really needs to happen. So I'm going to refill the tinkering and then spend all 4.
Okay. Give that a rip. So you have a +4 on this? Or no? Mm-hmm. You said you're spending a point of science as well?
Yeah, so that would be
+7. Yeah, you're gonna crush this.
+7.
Yeah,
you're gonna crush this.
You got this. Wait,
I think I did that wrong. Oh, I'm just gonna roll it.
No, you did it right.
Yeah. So 5 + 7 is 12.
Okay. Nice.
There is no way anyone will track back to the console that you and Syra are working on the sabotage that's happened, and you are putting on a good show that makes it look like you are good at what you're doing and you are actively trying to fix it, but you are stalling in a way that is totally believable. And like there's 2 people behind you that are like, yes, brother, you are very skilled. Yes. Oh goodness. She's coming over here. Oh no, she's not. Sorry. Follow along. Go right ahead. And so they're kind of cheering you on.
We shall see greatness today.
We shall hear greatness today, brother.
The voice, and
yes,
the voice.
The first.
We've been working our entire lives for this. There's been countless lives spent before us doing this.
Well said.
All this in culmination of today.
Well said, brother. Well said. Yes, and we don't want to be the ones to wreck it. We don't want to ruin it. Yes, we have our small part of history here. Yes.
I'm glad we fixed it.
You have... Communications are working?
Of course, we fixed it just now.
Okay.
All of us.
So he's going to try to use the comms, though, and then the comms aren't working. So yeah.
I see. Okay, yeah, no, I completely... And it was like, this will work. Yes. We need to take our places.
Our places are here, where we are fixing this very frustrating and untimely problem. These are our places. Just focus, brother.
Yes. Surely we'll find it.
Okay. So you're just working where you're working. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sun Tzu, Muck, you guys notice that the balconies have filled. There's like 20 or 30 people, probably even more now, and many of them are looking down as they're looking at the High Holiness. At this point, like whatever argument that's been going on between him and Mother Fell is now being escorted towards that central throne. Okay, what do you guys do?
This purple flash can I scan it to see like coronal radiation stuff?
Yeah.
I want to know, did it originate from somewhere else, or is there some machine here that's doing it?
From what you
get
can,
whatever information I can figure out.
You got timecraft. No spend necessary. You would be able to get it looks to be the 28th century.
Okay.
And so I'd say 28th century. The specific location somewhere you might call a little place called the Vatican.
Okay.
You heard of it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't exist. Fake news. Vatican. Like
Fake
moon.
news.
It's
Just a loaf of bread. What?
Is that close to the time period that I was trifling through their archives?
I mean, you can tell me. Like, when do you think, like, Sun Tzu? I mean, you could say so. Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Just, I guess, whatever it would have been cyberpunky is when I was doing it. Because it's not cyberpunky now.
Futuristic. So I think it's probably several centuries of that. For sure. Yeah.
The 20th century sounds like a cyberpunky century.
I said 28th century. Thanks for paying attention.
I thought that's what I said.
I thought you said 27. How about
that was the number that was in my brain.
Earnest. Thank you for paying attention. That's awesome. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Okay.
What else do you want to do in this moment as you see it being led towards the throne?
Well, so it came from the 28th century. You're saying that the time travel initiated from the other side in the 20th century? Like, there's not a thing here that was doing it?
It's just like what you guys do. So, like, they teleported back in time. It looks like that's what they do.
Okay.
You guys know that they are time travelers. So just because they're here in 1858 doesn't mean that they're all from 1858. More than likely, everyone in this cathedral is from the future.
Yeah. But their stuff's more crude. So, like, we've got it contained to just a little device. So I was curious if, like, they've got some thing here that's doing it.
I would say you would probably, maybe it's the staff and maybe it's the swords that they have, because you've seen they all have their own devices. It's possibly that or some other means. It's hard to say for sure.
Okay. They're panicking about the communications.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get a feel on when you guys are planning to use this incense stuff. You guys spent the time to put like the gas capsules in it. Like, are you guys doing that now?
I think I would do it now, like a kind of a slow release, to not have people really notice it too much, and then while people are kind of distracted with the other things that are kind of going wrong, and everyone's focus is on the guy that just appeared.
Okay, so you change out, and all of a sudden, like you kind of hit a switch, and you hear, and now breathing in through the various vents around this large nave is like this gas that begins to sort of permeate about the room. What about you, Muck?
Muck is looking at the closest knight available, studying their helmet, basically. One of the notice spins you can do is to ensure that you go first. So he's just trying to position himself just right so that whenever he knows one of his teammates is going to initiate something very soon, and he wants to make sure that he goes first, and as soon as things go down, he's going to rip the helmet off of one of those knights to make sure that he has to breathe in the knockout gas.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Make your notice spin. You want to do like one of the fancy ones that came in with the Pope?
Yeah.
Okay. Done. Absolutely. Okay.
That feels like what he would do.
All right. Isra, Jimmy, last call on anything before shit's about to go down?
No, I'm waiting for shit to go down and then ready to teleport out.
I would say
go ahead.
Isra's just going to use some reassurance just to keep everyone's eyes focused. Just sort of like Thomas was doing, like, this is an important moment. Just let's watch him so that no one's kind of looking at anything else. Just kind of trying to keep eyes on the prize.
Okay. So you're just trying to, like, kind of like what Thomas is doing, but yours is just more like social as opposed to like everything's okay.
Yep.
You see the High Holiness climbs up the steps and takes his seat on that golden throne over top of the reliquary. And you can see he affixes his staff into like is it a cup holder? Okay, put it down to a cup holder really fast, twist it, and it's in place. And you guys all hear as like there's a hum that becomes even more audible now. You see all sorts of energy starts pulsing through over by Thomas. You're doing an excellent job, brother. Excellent work. I'm don't know why I'm so tired. And then you can see like Mother Fell is like comes over. It's like, communications. Why are the communications not up? And like the High Holiness says, enough with the concern. We are out of time. The signal is coming. And then he shifts a little bit on his staff, and then the whole platform kind of raises up and starts to turn and faces the screen. And all of like you that are at nearby terminals, you can definitely see that some kind of signal is starting to arise. And you can see it's like flickering up on the screen that he is staring out, like that used to look like space. And then everybody who is near a terminal, you can see that there's this crazy frequency that is coming in, and you hear him just say, "Yes, yes, Queen, yes." He keeps to say, and like anyone who's close. And it's at this point that you all see on the screen a figure of a woman begin to form, like flickering on. And it just takes this shape. And she's like, she looks human. She looks like she's wearing some kind of robe. The hood goes over her head. And it looks almost like, I would say, Jimmy, you would get this immediately. You've already made spends on this kind of stuff. It looks like a depiction of the Virgin Mary. Just there, but instead of saying in perfect stillness, you see she shifts and she turns. And she looks up in the direction of this throne where you can see the High Holiness. And she says, "Have preparations been made?" And by you, Tommy, everyone's like, "What? Oh, it's Mary, mother." Like they all start to kneel down. Many of them begin to kneel at this point in the sight of this. And all around you, all these people are kneeling. And a few of them are like, as they kneel, they kind of lose their balance as the gas takes over, and they kneel and then kind of still. You hear Mother Fell, "What is the... Get up, you fool! What is wrong with you? What is wrong?" And she's looking around panically as all these different people collapse and fall over. Have all of you, I need all of you to go ahead and make, let's call it a health test, to see if the knockout gas is affecting you all.
Okay.
That sounds good.
It feels like I
Got an
should
8.
spend.
Could I spend medical expertise to know ways to like guard myself from the gas?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I'll say
Okay.
if you do that, medical expertise. Yeah, just go. You could spend that. You can say you don't even make the roll. You just know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're a World War I veteran. You were exposed to a lot of gases, so maybe you're just immune to it somehow. I don't know.
This is off-brand mustard gas at best.
You call that
I
gas?
knew my time in the war was good for something.
Leans down and takes a shot of mustard gas.
We're going back.
Back in my day in the trenches.
Yes.
Just takes. He hits it like it's meth. Okay,
One of these days they'll make ketchup gas.
all around you.
Joe.
I'm gonna take. Do you have any stitches? Should we take one away from him? I feel like we should take one.
I think we
I
I'm
should.
going to give him one for that terrible joke.
Oh no.
Reward that type of joke. That is the type of joke that you're going to get. Okay. How did anyone fail? Anyone roll under a 4?
Doesn't look
We're all
like
good?
it.
No.
Got an
All
8.
of you managed to hold off the effects as you see one by one. Thump, thump, someone from the balcony falls down and slams down on the floor. High Holiness doesn't seem to care one bit, and is having this like conversation with the with this figure, right? And the two of them are just talking. And it's at this point, are we going to say your explosion goes off? Does your explosion go off at this point as everyone starts falling asleep?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of a sudden, you guys see the light in that reliquary beneath the throne just begin to. It goes faster and faster and faster. You see the figure of the Virgin Mary like flickers a little bit, and then suddenly this big bright white and yellow light arcs out. Everyone give an athletics test as this thing just radiates throughout the whole room as this explodes.
Athletics.
I think it's
All
athletics, right?
right.
To dodge out of the way
Yeah.
or like to dive
Yeah.
off to the side. So yeah, everyone has to do it individually because it's all affecting everybody.
Oh my gosh. What are these rolls?
God, glad I spent on that. God.
I
Goodness.
spent
5.
rolled a 1.
Oh, I only spent 2 and I rolled a 1.
All right, Syra. Syra failed.
Yeah.
Syra, take 4 points of health damage. Sun Tzu,
I do have That's Gotta Hurt, which bumps up my difficulty rating. I don't know if that affects this at all.
difficulty rating to get hit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just an AoE explosion. That's not really an
Okay.
attack on you.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Okay, so yeah, take that 4 points. Sun Tzu, did you pass? Yeah, you passed.
Yes. Yeah.
Isra?
got a 5.
Ezra passed.
I actually did pass. Yeah. Yeah.
That's you, Adam.
Thomas, I succeeded automatically.
You're good. Muck.
Got a
you good?
4? Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. What about Jimmy?
Nope.
Okay, so the only person who kind of gets caught up in the blast is Syra. Maybe your hiding place just it was good.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
did get
and-
hit.
Oh, you
I
did?
failed.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. He's the
Oh,
one
you
that
take
rolled the 1. I
5
thought that
points
was
of
my
health
roll, but it
damage.
was Jimmy's roll.
Oof.
take 5
I
points.
got one left.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm fine.
So
bright-
fine.
White light overtakes everything, and when it comes back, and you can finally see again, the picture of the Virgin Mary on the screen is gone, and you can see there's damage everywhere. All sorts of terminals and consoles have been ruptured. There's like little bits of like steam, smoke kind of coming up, small fires here and there. You can see some people, those who are the closest to the throne itself, are kind of like almost obliterated in some ways. Like you see, like they're charred off to the side. You can see like one of the balconies up above, nearest to the throne, kind of blew upwards and out and kind of split. And all around the room, you see, the men in that the guards that were in those red uniforms are like slowly getting up, kind of shaking their head, and they're like looking around, like kind of panicked. You don't see anybody else. None of the technicians. Mother Fell is on the ground. You're not sure if she's asleep or if she's damaged. You notice His High Holiness over by where like you were originally setting up the sabotage. His body is laying like half down the steps. His vestments are charred. You can see that the throne is still surprisingly intact, though it is certainly charred. The reliquary itself has been shattered and blown out in different directions. The ark is in perfect condition and is flipped wide open, and there is a big beam of light coming up out of it. What is everybody doing?
I want to try and get the lid back on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Sun Tzu,
try
you're
to
gonna-
take
race
that.
over.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sun Tzu, you're racing over to put the lid down. Israel, you're racing over to steal it. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm more or less trying to survive and make sure everyone else is okay. So, I would have been closest to Syra, and so I saw that she got hurt. I'm gonna go over and see if I can start treating her.
Okay. You race over. You can start. Yeah, binding some wounds over there.
Awesome.
I'm gonna look for
Okay.
that staff.
Okay, you can see it's like he's laying on top of it,
Hmm.
the body of His High Holiness. Muck, you've got notice, right?
I do.
Come up. No spend necessary. You come up. You got to reach for the staff. You notice something about the High Holiness. First, you notice that he's still moving. But secondly, his head is like turned off to the side, and you can tell, like you can almost see his neck, and his neck has been bent and twisted in a way that is impossible for someone to survive. And you can see that from his cheek, like there's a little bit of a rupture, and you see something kind of wiggling and piercing up out of it as his head sort of sloshes up, and you see coming out of both cheeks these huge mandibles begin to unfurl. What is the meaning of this? As the Pope stands up, his body, his like this human skin sloughing off, and you can see his face, partially torn, shows this beady-looking cockroach head, mandibles sticking out, body beginning to kind of pulse and ripple and begin to rip apart. Look, what are you doing?
I would like to take advantage of that notice I spent earlier to go first.
Okay.
And while it's standing up, Muck's gonna, like, the staff had been underneath it, and he'll take that split second as it stands up to grab the staff from underneath and then just plunge it upwards.
Okay. So you want to grab the staff and like attack him with it? Absolutely. Go right ahead. We're in initiative now.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Muck will just, in fight or flight mode, in this case, it will very much be fight mode. So I will scuffle. Yeah, I'll put some points on that. I will roll a 10.
Nice.
10 will hit. Absolutely. Give me your damage.
Okay, I have no clue what the damage. I'll just do a d6 or
D6. It's totally fine. Yeah.
Okay. D6 minimum of 4 because I've got the 8 in scuffling. So we'll take a 4 instead of that 2.
Okay. You take the staff and you like try to impale him with it as he stands up, and it sort of just deflects off what is now, you can see beneath his vestments, this hardened, chitinous carapace of some kind that is beginning to
Oh,
down.
no.
You make a small scrape, and he just turns around. Blasphemer! And those of you that can see those in the red uniforms, they are kind of doing the same thing. Muck, who's going next?
Tommy!
All right, so the one that's closest to me. Or do they look like they're armed, or did they drop their weapon in order to
They are
change?
They're transforming. It seems they don't care about their weapons. Yeah, doesn't seem like.
Okay, so since they're in the middle of transforming, I think I'm going to try and finish what Muck started, and I'm gonna point the railgun at the leader, and I'm gonna say, "Let's see if we can get this thing back on rails." And I'm gonna fire.
Take a stitch, nerd.
Yeah, Stitch.
Oh goodness.
All right, so shooting.
Yeah.
We really don't want to fail this one, so we're gonna fire. Oh, that'll be a 9.
That definitely hits. Absolutely. Give me your damage.
Do what?
Give me your damage.
I don't remember what the damage on the
I think we
railgun
were
is.
doing D6 plus 1 for you, and if
Okay.
people were lined up, you were able to hit multiple targets. That's sort of what we were doing.
Oh yeah.
No one is lined up, unless you wanted to get Muck.
No, that's fine.
I would understand.
We'll do the rough play later.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
You fire at him.
So something about spending a stitch to do extra damage.
It's 1 stitch for 1. Hang on. Let me double sec.
Boost your damage by 1 point for
By 1
stitch.
point.
Yep.
It's
No, I ain't gonna do
Okay.
that. So then I'm gonna double tap him.
Okay, so the first shot shoots out, and you, as it hits, like you can see it burns away some of his vestments, but it doesn't even seem to penetrate the carapace of this, what appears to be a space cockroach.
Okay. I'm gonna double tap him.
Okay.
And that's a 6.
That definitely hits. Absolutely.
All right. So there we go. That's better. It's 6 damage.
Okay.
And on this case, I think no, I'm going to save that stitch because I'll probably need it for the shooting. So yeah.
The second shot this time, you can see actually kind of blemish. You can see he's looks over at you. Get slapped one. And like as he's this guttural, disgusting voice, you can see saliva dripping, bursting from his mouth as he points in the direction of Tommy. You can see some of the others, like some of his guards, turns. Yes. As they're one or two of them are looking at Tommy now. Who goes next, Tommy?
We're gonna have one of the ones that are looking at me go.
Okay.
Because I don't want them to
didn't
go
expect
twice, so we may as well have them do it.
All right, so we'll say.
Well, just getting that set up, Adam. What did I take from your healing?
Oh, let's see. Is it however many I spent?
Yeah, it's not a roll. It's just a spend.
I don't know how that works.
Oh, it's just a spend. Okay, so I healed
1 to
you
1
for
when
2.
you're healing
then.
somebody else.
Yeah. I healed you for 2. I don't know if that was enough or not.
It's more than I'm at 6 of 8.
Okay.
Every
Thank
point
you.
you spend for your medic pool restores 2 health points to someone else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there you go.
Oh, it's 1 for 2
Oh,
and then
so
1
I'm
for
back
1
up
for
to
yourself.
full.
Okay,
Sweet.
gotcha. Okay.
Back up to full then. Or did you want to just spend 1 and I'm at 6?
No, it's fine. I'll spend the 2.
Okay.
Okay. So this cockroach now that is like half draped in this big red glistening armor has now been tarnished by the explosion. All of the Order of St. Kronos around him is like sleeping, and it just rushes at Thomas and like steps and crunches on top of the bodies of some of these like sleeping or wounded St. Kronos members, and is going to charge at Tommy. And I am going to start with its jagged mandibles are going to come down and try to kind of grab you.
Oh no.
That's
Jagged
a 9 to
mandibles.
hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah.
That is going to be 5 points of damage.
Oof.
Then I'm going to spend 2 points to do extra action and attack you again. This time with my hideous clacking pincers.
Pretty hideous. Can
The
confirm.
mandibles come down, they bite the sides of Thomas, and they hold each side, and you feel them digging into your body. And then these arms with these pincers come out and try to stab you into these body shots. That is going to be a 7 to hit.
Oh dear.
This will be
Because I am hard to hit, but I think that only makes me a 4, right?
Yeah.
5 points of damage to you.
Oof. I'm down to 1.
Then it will give its action over to one of the other guards, who is going to rush to defend the High Holiness and I think attack Muck. So they're going to rush over.
Did we have any sort of armor from our suit? Like any
think we had
damage
to-
reduction? Or is it,
We had to trade the
You
suits
should have
out.
2. Or
I think-
1, I mean.
I think we
Do
what?
established earlier, though, that we had to trade those suits out for the
Right, let me get
gear
my-
to make us
Oh,
look.
okay. All right.
So then we
Yeah,
don't
well, hang
have
on,
that
hang on, hang
armor
on.
anymore.
They actually have stats. Hang on. Let me see if
Oh.
you're all wearing Liturgineer shit. So let me see if they've got any. If I gave them armor, I don't remember. Because they're not in the fight. Because they're all sleeping.
Good call.
They
on
do.
that.
They have Blessed Vestments, armor 1.
Okay, so I would have taken 4 each time, right? Because I took 5 and 5.
Correct.
Okay. Down to
Okay.
3.
So this other one's going to rush up and is going to, again, similar strategy. Mandibles first, which is a 7.
Yep.
Damage is going to be 4.
Okay.
Shitty roll. And then I will go ahead and do an extra action for them to attack you again with its pincers. That's going to be an 8 to hit.
Oh,
And it's going to do 8 points of damage.
well, okay. So that'll take me down to -2.
Okay.
And
So that means you have to make that health test to stay conscious, I believe.
Yeah. And I've got no health to spend because I'm at -2. So
You can spend other things. You can spend stitches. You can spend other things as well.
I already clicked the roll. That's my bad. All right.
Do you have any stitches?
I do have 1 stitch. Yes.
You can spend that 1 stitch now after the fact to make that a pass. So you
Sorry.
stay conscious. It's okay. Though you are your ability, general ability test will be increased by 1
Mm.
while you're in the negative here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to have His Holiness go. So they're going to go next. Okay. Seeing Isra and Jimmy racing, I think it was Isra and Sun Tzu racing for the Ark, he's going to turn and chase you all down, chase the 2 of you down. Isra, you're going to get the mandibles, 6 to hit, and 8 points of damage. And then Sun Tzu, you're going to get a pincer since you 2 are right next to each other. That's 7 to hit. and 8 points of damage as well. As the 2 of you, as you're racing for the Ark, this large cockroach goes and just starts swinging at the 2 of you. As I took its extra action. Okay, and then I'm going to save
so
my
just
last
to
guard
say-
to go.
8 points of damage.
8 to
Sorry,
both
I'm
of
at
you.
-4 with that.
All right, you got to make your health test.
I'm at
Phew.
-3.
I was okay.
How do you
Yikes.
do that?
So
Just make a
just do a
health test.
health
You make spends ahead of time, just like normal. To get you
I-
can spend an investigative ability point if you think one of them makes sense for a health test. That gives you +3. You can also spend stitches to get bonuses as well.
I'm gonna spend my 1 of medical expertise to get a +3 on that because I think that kind of works.
Absolutely. Means you'll pass, so you're good.
Thank goodness, because I rolled a 1.
Yep. So you're gonna pass. You stay conscious. Sun Tzu.
Yay!
So what am I? Okay, I'm rolling health.
Rolling a health test. It's the same thing as always. It's a D6. You can spend points from health, but if you go down to the next tier, it gets worse. What are you at negative wise?
I'm at -3.
Okay, so if you're at -3, you could potentially spend 2 health to get down to -5, which wouldn't take you down to seriously wounded. It'll just keep you as hurt. Or you can spend an investigative ability point to get a +3 on this, or you can spend things like stitches if you want the +1, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, stitches are just a +1.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Could be +2.
Okay.
Let me double check. I think it's just +1. I could be making that up. Maybe you can't spend stitches for that.
Yeah, I actually don't think it's. You can refill 2 points of a general if there were something to spend.
Yeah, you can't do health though. You can't refresh health that way though.
Mm.
Okay.
I don't really have any spends that would make sense.
Military tactics, I think. You know how to fall, take a hit, that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. I'll throw 3 on it from that. So,
yeah,
I will take 1 out of here. We'll add 3 to this roll.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't need it, but 7.
Okay, 7. You are still conscious. I am going to give this over. Let's see. Jimmy, you can go. So I'm going to keep one of mine in reserve. There are now cockroaches attacking, giant, disgusting-looking cockroaches that are attacking your friends.
They're so big and they hurt so bad.
Looking around my immediate area, like any aftermath from the blast, like anyone drop a weapon, like a guard or...
Absolutely. You could pick up the same thing that Syra has, if you would like.
The chainsaw gun thingy?
It's
a gun blade.
Gunblade.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to grab it.
Coolest sounding item I have had in a minute.
You're welcome.
And the big funky dude.
Thank you.
The boss guy in the chair's still up, right?
Yeah, he's up, and he has just charged at Sun Tzu and Isra, who are going for the Ark, while Muck got intercepted by one of his like guards, and then one guard charged at Thomas, and then the other guard hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna if I can. I don't know if it's too much for one turn, but I would like to grab one of the guns and shoot at the big guy.
Absolutely. So you grab a gun. It is so at range. It's a stun weapon. That's a stun 5 weapon. So you could do that from close or from near range, and then and you can roll shooting. And then in melee, it could be a health weapon if you slash with it, and that you would roll scuffle.
Okay.
So if you're shooting, it's a stun.
I'm gonna shoot because I don't want to get that close.
Gotcha. And you're definitely within near. So if you got any points that you want to spend in terms,
I do. I'm gonna spend them all.
Okay.
That's a 9.
Nice.
Okay. So this is it's stun 5. So I would need to make a roll to stay unstunned. Okay. So you shoot at them. You see like this. Unlike your pacifist, there is an actual orb of light that comes out of this, and it starts to disperse around the carapace in some way, as if like there's something built into the carapace that seems capable of protecting him. He does in fact fail, though.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sucks. Okay, because so they have a resist stun ability, which essentially reduces the what I need to roll, but I still rolled a 2. And so as they're swinging down at Sun Tzu and Isra, you fire, and he just and then falls and collapses between the two of you as you manage to stun one of the cockroaches. Well done.
If he's not conscious, I'm gonna yell out, put a thing on him. The tag.
Mem tag.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well done. Who goes next?
Oh, if we all gone?
Bottom row is gone.
I haven't gone.
Top row has not gone.
We're gonna give it to Syra.
I'm gonna gunblade Vatican Pope. The Pope cockroach.
The Pope's already unconscious. That's who Jimmy just shot. Right?
Put a mem tag on him.
Thank you. Can I run over and put a mem tag on him then?
Sure. He's not going to instantly disappear. We're in combat, so like you can rush up and do it. So, but that's going to be your turn.
That's totally fine.
Okay. So you rush up, you mem tag, and you slap that on him, and it beep beep beep. And then who goes next?
One of the bad guys.
Okay. There's one more left to go, so I will go with them. You just raced up and attacked the Pope, so I think he's gonna charge in after you at this point. So that's what he'll do. Well, actually, so did Jimmy. Jimmy did it too, so I'll 50-50 it. See who he's going to attack. Nope, it's Syra. Okay. So he's going to race up. I'm going to do the same combo I've done before, which is I'm going to spend points to get my extra action and get 2 attacks, basically. Here, first one, the pincers. The mandible. Yeah, that's an 8 to hit on Syra.
But I have 5 armor, so it's just 3 damage.
Well, it's 8 to hit. It is also 8 damage. I don't know how you knew that, but it's also 8 damage. Guess what I rolled? Yeah, so
That's
you're-
fine. I'm sorry. I was mixing up the difficulty to hit the damage. Is my mistake.
Okay. What do you have 5 armor from?
1 from the vestments, the liturgineer thing, and 4 from my athletics booster.
What was that?
4 from the athletics booster, which is
4
that's
is
gotta
your
hurt.
number to be hit. It's not
Yeah.
armor.
That's threshold. That's not armor. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you're going to take 7 points of damage then on the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack comes through with the pincers. Are you still in the positive?
I am. I'm at 1.
All right, that's a 6 to hit.
Okay. And it's
then that is going to be a bad roll this time. 5 points of damage.
good enough to get me to negative.
Yeah,
So you can roll.
3.
You have to do a health test just like everybody else has done to try to stay conscious.
Yeah.
And here's where you can spend something else, but you don't need
Okay.
to. You got it.
Okay, so you stay conscious, and then I'm gonna say Sun Tzu, you're next.
Ah. Okay.
You're-
I thought you meant next as in I'm being hurt.
All right.
oh, like you're getting shot at.
Okay. Yeah.
There's
yeah.
three. There's 3 conscious cockroaches running around. The Pope
Okay.
has been knocked unconscious. The Pope cockroach has been knocked unconscious, but the other 3 are still
Okay.
conscious. But they've all gone, so the rest of you get the go.
Is the big lid slab of this arc positioned in a way that I could push it onto one of them to smash them?
Sure, we'll say one of their pincers is kind of like hovering over top of it. If you want to smash it down on them, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
Roll scuffling test.
Okay. I'll throw. I wanted to go through. I'll throw a 3 on it,
Okay.
but I rolled a 4, so 7.
7 totally hits. Absolutely. No problem at all. Give me that damage. I'll say 1d6 plus 1 since you're using the Ark of the Covenant to attack him.
Heck yeah.
Feels fair.
Yeah.
Feels for that.
3.
3
There you go.
total. You slam it down, and he doesn't, like, the creature doesn't even react. Just looks down and pulls their arm, which you can tell is all like they're covered effectively. They have their own natural armor.
Hmm.
You're not sure whether you did much to them, unfortunately, with that 3 points
Okay.
of damage. Last to go is Israel. Israel's the only one who hasn't gone yet.
So, Melissa has a question for everybody. So, if we've got a mem tag on the Pope, if we can get out of here with the Ark, do we want to jump out, or are we looking to finish the combat?
Some of you are pretty beat up.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
think
includes
I
me.
will die if I get hit again. So. Does
So-
spending a stitch to jump include in combat?
Yeah, you can spend a stitch to not have to make the roll. However, remember that time traveling in combat
Takes a round?
takes a round for it because it has
Mhm.
to activate. So it's not going to happen until your next round. But you could spend the
And
stitch
it
to
is-
not have to worry about trying to pass. But
It is interruptible.
right, it is
Mhm.
interruptible.
Mhm.
And right now, the only person who could potentially do back to back is Isra, because Isra still has to go this turn, and then she could go next turn, and then she could bamf out. But the rest of you would have to start your time travel next round, and then still survive another round of their attacks.
Yeah.
If they stay conscious, if they stay, one of them's been knocked unconscious, they definitely can go unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's 3 more
There
that
are 3
are
more.
up.
Okay. All right. Then I will just.
A lot of unconscious order of synchronous.
Okay. I'm going to spend one of my stitches. Okay. So I'm going to try to shoot. I'm going to try to shoot one of these cockroaches that's closest to where Sun Tzu and I are.
Okay, the one that's got his pincer caught in the Ark
Yeah.
of the Covenant? Sure.
And so I'm gonna spend my remaining 2 shooting on this first shot to him.
Okay.
It, as it were. And that's a 4 to hit.
Will hit. It will hit. Okay.
Okay.
So you're using your pacifist, correct?
Yeah, I am. Yes.
Okay. All right. He passes his test. So we'll say this is 3.
Son of a bitch.
This does
Okay.
mean that its rolls will be at +1 next round. So it's general ability rolls. So, but you can tell that something about the carapace seems to disperse the pacifist charge. Unfortunately.
Okay. I have double tap, so I can try this again.
Okay. Yeah.
So then I will. Okay, so it's a +2 difficulty. So now I will spend a stitch to refill my shooting 2 so that I can spend the 2 on the second shot again. So I'm back down to 0 shooting, but I've got 2 to spend.
Okay.
4 to hit.
4 does
Again.
hit. So this is going to be 1 higher. This test for him.
No,
Or for
4
it,
doesn't
or-
hit. 4 doesn't hit.
Why doesn't
Because
4
with
hit?
double tap, it's a double 2 difficulty the second shot.
Okay, so it does miss. Okay.
Oh, brutal.
Poop.
All right. So you take a shot. It disperses. You try to get the second shot in, but it just sort of sails wide. We don't really see what happens with the pacifist. It's just sort of like this, like invisible hit. We hear the sounds of klaxons kind of starting to sound as well. Everyone in the room seems to be to one degree or another either dead or unconscious in some way. Either the explosion killed them, you guys knocked them in gas, whatever it might be, and then obviously there's this group of cockroaches. As the klaxons come on, you all hear the sounds of like banging on the doors. And then the doors open up, and you see in the middle of the nave doors that come onto this bridge here, this large celestial nave. You can see there's like 5 of these Crusader temporants, all of them carrying what looks like these gun blades. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end for tonight, and we'll pick up on that next week and little combat. There you go.
Yikes.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
They're bugs.
Yeah.
Very dead.
They're giant cockroaches.
I love it.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. Okay.
I was all happy about my sanctified gunblade.
Then you didn't even use it. You didn't even shoot.
No, I haven't even used it yet. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
So how many people are in
Alright.
negative health?
I do.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Got one.
4 of
Got
6
3.
in negative health. All right.
-4. Yeah.
Twinsies.
I'm sure you guys can live through it. It's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right then.
Mhm.
There we go. So yeah, we'll pick up. You guys have the action. Isra gets to pick who goes first. So you guys have initiative here, and so we'll go into the next round with. Hang on, let me count really fast. 3 conscious cockroaches and 5 Crusaders temporant. So
Oh
It's a lot.
Lord.
That
a lot.
math. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
Look for-
Oh
6
God.
of us and 8 of
Go for
them. Yeah. Math.
Yeah. those guys
Yeah.
are tough.
We got it.
Those guys are tough. Space cockroaches. Okay, let's do some closer plugs. We'll get on out of here. I'm gonna start. My Trey, where can we find you on the internet? What do you do?
I am Multiplays Games on YouTube, where I make system agnostic or multi-system tips of content that centers the GM and player experience.
Fantastic. And you can find everyone's links if you're listening to this or watching this later. Just check the show notes and stuff. You'll find links to everyone's stuff. Chuck, Joe, what's going on with Defenders of Cobalt?
Wednesday, we're doing Savage Rifts. And then Friday, I think I'm planning on doing another play test of my next game, which will be hopefully eventually coming out through Cannon Otter, called Mallrat. So if you want to see the early version of the Hot Dog Factory, check out Mallrats as we run it on Friday.
Fantastic. Speaking of Cannon Otter, Adam, got anything else you want to plug?
Yes, I do. Our new game, Skin City, is out, and you can buy it on Drive-Thru RPG or our store, store.cannonotter.com. go and get you the survival manual on how to interact with humans from the perspective of a skeleton. It's great stuff. I laughed so much while reading a lot of Chuck's writing, and I'm very proud because I wrote just a little bit for the bestiary. So yeah,
Nice.
good stuff.
Awesome. All right. As for us, another game for you, Huckleberry RPG. You can find out more information, huckleberryrpg.com. You can grab your own Quick Draw edition over at Drive-Thru-RPG. Give it a try. In a couple months, when it comes up on Backer Kit, you can back it. It is a Weird West. It is a horror, action, cinematic, Western style of game. It's really awesome. Our friend Steven's making it, so you should definitely check it out. In terms of streams, next thing we got is Thursday. We have sadly finished our Swords of the Serpentine campaign. We just finished it up last Thursday. It was awesome. But we are starting up a new campaign. We're playing some Legend in the Mist. We're going to be doing session 0 on Thursday. We're going to make some characters. We're going to make our party. And we're going to kind of get ourselves situated for our next campaign. So come check that out. Friday, we've got Magnus Archives, Cypher System horror stuff. Chuck, we're back in the hell is it called? The haunted house that you, me, Jake, Ashley played in.
Oh, yeah.
We're back there.
Okay.
I don't know if Steven told
Nice.
you, but your character has made an appearance in our Magnus.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Mallory.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Hate to tell you, he's in prison, but
It makes sense.
yeah, he killed a
Yeah.
lot of people. So
As you do.
happens. Yeah. Saturday we've got Call of Cthulhu, and next Monday we'll be back with more of Time Watch. I would think probably the conclusion of this this little fight, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would-
Yeah, one way-
Yeah.
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 That's it for us. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later. I'll have a raid up in a second. But bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.